So I did a thing. I found a Gran Fondo that's in Pistoia, which is not too far from Florence. It's about an hour train ride. So I decided to sign up. Very last minute, I'm going to go to get my racing packet, come home, instead of staying over there, I'm gonna just bring everything home, set up my bike at home, and then early in the morning, ride on over back to the train station tomorrow and do the Gran Fondo, and then come on straight back. So I think that's the current plan. Hopefully all goes well. Yeah. Hope there are no disasters. I've got Nova Eroica next weekend, but I got the itch for another Gran Fondo, and I wanted to do one more to make it around 5. So that feels like more of a complete season for me. You know, this is my last year in Europe for a while, probably. So yeah, I just want to get it done, man. I want to take advantage as much as I can, as long as I'm able to do it. That's the other thing, is that there are other Gran Fondos like the Sportful Dolomiti and all that stuff, but the logistics of trying to get out there and pay for hotels and all that kind of stuff, it's just too expensive, considering I'm also moving to back to the United States next month, so I'm going to need as much cash as possible. So I'm just trying to stay local. So I'm walking through a park right now. It's sort of on the way to this motordrome, is where the registration is taking place. So it's got some beautiful play sets and architecture, although it's all closed down, it looks like. Got some pretty flowers back there. Yeah, so go for a stroll. I wish there was more shade. I'm just getting kind of pummeled here. So I came across this fortification in Pistoia. So it looks like, yeah, fort, drawbridge, moat in the middle of the park. So this is probably where the main castle was, and then they just set up a public park on the grounds. It's similar in Florence. There's a castle of the Medici there, and they have a fort much larger than this, but basically similar construction. So for a minute there, I thought this said disgusting food. These are the city gates. All right, I think I made it. That's the velodrome. I see a lot of bike stuff up here, up ahead. So I think that's where registration is. I'm gonna check it out now. Okay, I got my race packet and my goodies here, so I'm gonna quickly check that out and see what's going on. It's really just a couple of stands here. There's a repair stand, an emergency stand, and then the registration, and then something about the Bank of Toscana. I guess that must be the right there. I think that's the stage where they're gonna maybe hold awards and stuff like that. Also, there are all these pretty bikes out here. Colnago, signature on it. Formili, Pondriesta. So taking a look in my race packet, again I got the pickles. So it looks like I got a pair of red cycling gloves. That's kind of neat. Bottle of water, ass saver. Spray for first aid. Protein bar. Some sort of cream. Cool. Alright. What is it with the pickles? It's always with the pickles in the race packet. I got my race packet and I've been walking back. I stopped by the Piazza del Duomo just to see where it is, and then walk from there to the train station, just so I know how to get to it tomorrow when I walk off the train and bike on over, so I don't get lost. Because I did the race packet pickup today, I'll have more time to get lost, but I'd rather not get lost, and I'd rather use that time to like use the bathroom and stuff. So I'm gonna go to the train station bathroom next to see how clean it is, and then, you know, use that as the basis for my next travel plan of trying to plan to use the bathroom when I get here tomorrow morning. So all in all, good. The bathroom was good, so I think I can use that bathroom real quick before getting up to the start line. I'm on the train back to Florence, and then so it's about 5 a.m. I'm riding to friend Santa Maria Novella. It's lovely blue sky out. You can see the sun coming up behind me. It should be about half an hour bike ride to the train station, and then I'm on my way back to Pistoia. All right, I got to Santa Maria Novella. It's like 5:30 a.m. There's lots of young people out. Maybe been drinking all night. So they're just hanging out. Some people are just lying on stoops, and chilling, making out at 5 a.m., you know, as you do in Florence. My train is at 6, so I'm gonna figure out which platform I'm at, and then just wait. So I'm on the train. I had to go in the back because this is where the bike storage is. This is where I loaded my bike. So far the only one, but it's still got 15 minutes till departure. So I'm just gonna hang out here and sit pretty. So I made it. I'm here in the Piazza del Duomo, which was where I was yesterday. There's the start line right there. I made a friend, so I'm watching her bike while she's getting a cup of coffee. When she comes back, I'm gonna look for a bathroom because I badly need it.
Silvia, allora è ufficiale di Puchenskaite. Edita, Puchenskaite si sposeranno il 9 luglio e festeggeranno qui.
I drank an espresso really fast, so I burned the shit out of my tongue too, so I'm just kind of like there is a drone. So I got separated from my friend. Her number put her somewhere else, so I'm over here now. And so it's a bummer. It would have been nice to chat, but I think she was tired and needed more coffee too, so I'm sure she appreciated a break from a chatterbox like me. So yeah, so I'm going to sit here and wait to start. I don't have my GoPro on me, so I'm not going to get a lot of road shots this time. So it's just going to be all iPhone all the time. All right, I am an hour, 15 minutes in, done 15 kilometers. Just one really long climb. Took forever. It also didn't help that I was playing leapfrog with the ambulance. And the ambulance just was hovering around me for almost the entire time. And I'm like, do you need something from me? Do I look sick? So it stopped, so I'm hoping that I don't have to deal with it anymore. And I can just ride instead of having it's a diesel engine on my ass the entire time. So yeah, I got a long way to go still, and gonna finish this drink, maybe find a place to pee, and then get going again. All right, rest stop number 2. I don't actually know how far I'm in, at least 30-35 kilometers. gonna fill up on some water. It's a tough ride, very competitive, bad roads. Fun, but you know, kind of crazy out there. So while at the second rest stop, I actually met the namesake of the Gran Fondo, Edita Puchenskaite, and oh my god, she was so lovely. She was so nice, and very welcoming. She was the one who actually asked if I wanted a selfie, and I said, yeah, of course. But super nice. She was like making herself known and walking amongst the other riders and talking and chatting and just bubbly and everything. Edita Puchenskaite was a Olympian and a pro rider who actually won the Giro Rosa back in the 90s. So she's a big deal. She's a big deal, and so I was honored to meet her. It was honestly worth doing the ride just to meet her. The very nice volunteers prepared this lunch of risotto with vegetables, prosciutto sandwich, peach, scacciata, and cheese. Much better than some of the other races I've had. After all that, I'm only 50 kilometers in, 30 to go. But man, this view reminds me of Yellowstone. Yeah, I'm not doing so hot. I'm going on, but I'm starting to have to take more breaks. I'm just starting to feel it really hard at 50K. 30 to go. Hopefully I can do it in less than an hour. So here we go. So they're giving a guy CPR up here. Looks like it was a cyclist in part of the Fondo, a middle-aged looking man. I don't know what to do. I can't help. I can't, there's a team of people working on him. I didn't see anything, so I can't answer any questions. So I'm gonna just keep going. I waited like 20 minutes to see what happened. There was a helicopter on the road, so I couldn't go anyway. I'm gonna just keep going. I'm not sure what else to do. So I made it. I'm still processing what I saw, which was a guy being strapped to a CPR machine with his hands over he's strapped to his chest, and this machine with a pump just basically really ramming his rib cage. It's upsetting to see. It was upsetting. For a while I couldn't go because there was a helicopter right on the path, so I couldn't leave. So I was just stuck watching this guy suffer. I hope he made it. An ambulance passed me as I was leaving, so I'm hoping that he was alive and on it, and he's going to see his family. But man. Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to eat a bunch of food, hopefully get my energy up, and then keep processing what just happened. I found out later that the rider did die of his injuries sustained in the ride. The Instagram page of Edita Puchenskaite gave some notification on that. They put out his name and stuff, but I'm going not to mention it here because of privacy, and I want to give a proper respect and things like that. But it was a shock to see, and I'm glad that I continued on riding, because if he didn't make it and I was still witness to it, I don't think I would have finished the race. So I'm out for a walk today. It's been a few days since the Gran Fondo Puchenskaite. So yeah, just still dealing with the thoughts about the cyclist I saw who suffered cardiac arrest. It was a real shame because where he fell was right at the point of this ridiculous long climb where it got easier, at least according to my GPS head unit. And so he suffered through this long climb and then had cardiac arrest right where the gradient turned green on my GPS unit. So just a real shame. I mean, the climb was much longer. It was going to go on longer, but it was like a moment of reprieve, and that's where he died. I still thinking about it a lot. I got a lot of feelings about it, and it's just kind of one of those things that make you realize that it is dangerous sometimes. It didn't help that that Italy was also having a heat wave at the same time. I think the high was like 97, so with like 80% humidity, so it was a lot. It was a lot. And you know, and I'm not saying this guy didn't have a strong constitution. I mean, I think that even the best people who have the best constitution could have a heart attack in those conditions. I just made sure I brought my 750 milliliter bottles of water, and you know, that's so I can just keep stocked up, and I made sure that it was filled at every rest stop. That was the nice thing about the Gran Fondo, is that they had 3 rest stops, so that was awesome, because like lots of times at these 90-kilometer rides, it's like 1, maybe 2 rest stops where you can fill up your water bottle and stuff. And that's no, it's fine, but it means you have to bring a lot more and you have to conserve a lot more. So on other rides, you know, you're really skimping. Plenty of rest stops. I really appreciated that. Times were killer. I mean, 9 kilometers of 12% gradient, that really slowed me down. Yeah, it's really tough. And yeah, oh, that's right, I switched to dry lube, thinking that because it's going to be hot weather, it's going to be good sunny conditions, that like it was going to be perfect for dry lube. But I think my dry lube evaporated, and like I was really cranking. My average speed was 17.5 kilometers per hour, which is probably the worst I've ever done in terms of average speed. Like, I don't think I did that badly with Paris-Nice. So it was really surprising looking at my final stats and how low my power was too, because I guess I was struggling to keep climbing those hills. But considering I was climbing so much, I would think that my average power would be much higher, but it was pretty bad stats overall. This coming weekend, I'm doing the Nova Eroica. I'm going to go back to wet lube, even though it's going to be mostly dry, but it's going to be very dusty. So I'm hoping that that's not going to be awful. I'll also be switching back to my cross tires. So for the wider surface area, and the knobs, especially because Nova Eroica is going to have about a third of the ride is going to be gravel. So probably compact gravel, but you know, just want to be sure. So I'm not going with road tires this time. Nova Eroica will also be the last ride of my cycling season, probably until fall as well, because I'll be moving. I'll be moving to Saratoga Springs, New York. So I'm going to spend all July doing that. But yeah, lots of ups and downs with the Gran Fondo Edita Puchenskaite. But oh my god, Edita, I met her. She was so nice. So nice. If you ever do this Gran Fondo, do it to meet her, because she was great. I mean, I would do this again to meet her again and get an autograph. I mean, what other opportunity am I going to get an autograph from an Olympian?